Salty oceans. Freshwater rivers. Have you ever wondered where the two meet? It's called an estuary, where rivers slide into the ocean. In an estuary, when there is no water current, the salt water flows underneath the fresh water. This is because salt water is heavier than fresh water. Salt water has a density of 1.025, while fresh water only has a density of 1. So fresh water is actually floating on top of the salt water. When the current stirs things up a bit, we get brackish water. Brackish water is a mix of salt water and fresh water. The current is dependent on a little something called residence time. Residence time is how long the current takes to change, resulting in either active or motionless water. There are 5 types of estuaries. Let's see what they are. Number 1. Bar-built. This estuary is caused by the ocean depositing silt and sediment nearby the mouth of a river, causing rich sandbars to become better established. Number 2. Delta. Deltas are caused by sediments being carried downstream, but instead of exiting into the ocean, they create a series of vein-like channels with banks where plants can grow. The delta's name comes from the Greek letter delta. This is because delta channels form a triangular shape similar to the shape of the Greek delta letter. Number 3. Fjord. A fjord is caused by a glacier advancing, then receding, basically leaving a U-shaped gap that the ocean fills in. Look familiar? This estuary is featured in Disney's movie Frozen. Number 4. Tectonic. A tectonic estuary is caused by a chunk of land sinking further down, creating a big hole for the ocean to fill in. On the end opposite the ocean, the same tectonic movements cause a river to meet the hole. This creates brackish water and another type of estuary. Number 5. Drowned river valley. A drowned river valley estuary occurs when the ocean floods an inland river, again forming brackish water. Because of all the silt that goes into making estuaries, the right kind of plants that can thrive in salty environments flourish in the lush environment. Some of these plants are smooth cordgrass, seagrass, spikegrass, purple loosestrife, sea lavender, aquatic plant, and mangrove. Our next topic, animals. Plants are the basis for estuarine animals. Once we have our plants, the animals come along for the ride. In an estuary, the food chain works something like this. So we have a great working food chain and plant environment. But it gets better. Estuaries act as a buffer between storms and inland communities and biomes. And if flooding does occur, the estuary works as a sponge to soak up the extra water. But it doesn't even stop there. An estuary also filters pollutants and excess nutrients from the water passing through it, once again helping all of nature around it. Since estuaries function perfectly by themselves, why do they need humans? The truth is they wouldn't, but humans are overloading the filter system so much that now it has become a problem. Just like an overloaded sieve, when there is too much pollution going through an estuary, the estuary can't cope. The plants get sick, the animals get sick, and we're not going to be too healthy either. Let's go further on that idea. Did you know that out of the world's 32 largest cities, 22 are built on estuaries? What does that do to our estuaries? I'll leave that to your imagination, but here's a little hint. Cities are built by filling in estuaries. But if we take care of our estuaries, beauty and life will thrive, and everyone will be healthy and happy.